Hello, Life Group family. This week, the Lord has given us an amazing message that He placed in Pastor Kevin's heart. Jeremiah 6:16 says, "Stop at the crossroads and look around. Ask for the old godly way and walk in it. Travel its path, and you will find rest for your souls." But you reply, "No, that's not the road we want." We stand at a crossroads right now, at a change of seasons, at a pivot point in our lives. Will we follow the Lord, or will we follow the way that we want? For those that are parents, I'm sure you can relate. Sometimes when I ask my son to do things and do it in a very specific way, he says, fine, whatever, and goes off and finds whatever shortcuts he can to get to the goal that I set, but in a way that winds up being totally at cross purposes to where I was asking him to try and accomplish. I hear from the youth today, that old way is dumb. It's been tried so many times before. If it really was the right way, it would have been proven its success by now. Not gonna lie, I have said the very same thing a number of times in my life, especially to my parents. Let's make this a little more real. If we are trying to get closer to God, and that's our goal, and we're pushing and pulling and striving with everything in us to achieve that goal of getting closer to Him, when He tells us to sit down and rest, what is our response? Okay, yeah, but maybe not right now, or I just gotta press a little harder and I'll find you. I just need to get up a little earlier tomorrow and pray harder and you'll answer me and I'll get the things I want. I just have to. What does Jeremiah 6:16 say? Travel the path and you will find rest for your souls. Jesus went and traveled the path all the time. He went off by himself to find rest, and what always happened there? He found God. He had amazing encounters that were so astounding that when he included his disciples, they were so frazzled they tried to build an altar. Did you catch that? Jesus brought them to a place of rest and encounter, and the overwhelm that they experienced drove them to try and work some more. We need to stop and listen to the Lord. He commands us to look around. When we stop and look from God's lens, we see that the things we thought were hindering us are frequently really good, and the things we thought were good are actually really hindering us. A couple weeks ago, I shared a prophetic word about how the Father is taking us on an unlearning journey, where we lean not on our own understanding, our own studying, and we let the Holy Spirit bring us from a learned place into a revelation place. Acts 9:35 says, everybody who lived in Lydda and Sharon saw Jesus walking around and woke up to the fact that God is alive and active among them. When we stop and see what the Lord is doing, we wake up to the reality that He is actively pouring out new life and abundance on us, transforming circumstances and beating the enemy at every turn. Ask for the old godly way and walk in it. I would encourage you in your groups to spend some time praying, interceding for each other, getting prophetic words over those who feel stuck. Ask for the Lord and ask for His old godly way and let Him set you on the right path. The Lord has breakthrough for each of us. He is giving us eyes to see the path as He is the light unto the path. He is giving us a sound mind and love and power. For Saul, Jesus seemed like a new thing, and yet John 1 shows us that Jesus was around at the very beginning of the world. Let us turn back to the old godly ways that we have been blind to, walking in a garden of fruitfulness with our Creator, who speaks life over us and wants us to be faithful and creative and speak life just as He does. Isaiah 32:20 says that the Lord will greatly bless His people. Wherever they plant seeds, bountiful crops will spring up. Their cattle and donkeys will graze freely. He has so much in store for us. May the Lord bless you and keep you. May you stop and see, walk in a godly way, and find rest for your souls. We'll see you next week.